Okay, we're live.
Thank you. We still have 1 minute to go. Good evening and welcome to the Committee of the Whole, Monday, March 8th, 2021, teleconference video conferencing. Due to COVID-19 and recommendations by Waterloo Regional Public Health to exercise social distancing and public gathering thresholds, Township Council meetings are currently being held electronically. Members of the public may watch or participate in this open meeting electronically using any of the following methods. Watch the live stream by accessing the meeting at calendar.northdumfries.ca/council. Under the video column, click on the link for the meeting date that you wish to watch. You do not need to have a YouTube account to watch the live stream. You cannot directly participate in the meeting via the live stream as this is for viewing only. Another method is members of the public interested in attending as an observer or wish to speak to any item must submit the request in writing to the Clerk's Division at clerk@northdumfries.ca before 6 p.m. on Sunday, March 7th. A link and telephone number will be provided to those who register before the registration deadline. And finally, those who wished to comment must have submitted in writing to the clerk@northdumfries.ca prior to the meeting tonight, and going forward in any future meetings, you must submit prior to the meeting. I'd now like to call the meeting to order and approval of the agenda, please.
So moved by Councillor Gillespie and seconded by Councillor Osner that Council adopt the March 8th, 2021 Committee of the Whole agenda as presented. Mayor Foxton?
Yes.
Councillor Rollman?
Yes.
Councillor Osner?
Yes.
Councillor McCreary?
Yes.
Councillor Gillespie?
Yes.
That carries.
Thank you. Is there any disclosure of pecuniary interest and general nature thereof? Seeing none. Finance and function area. Well, we need a motion to adjourn to sit as Committee of the Whole, please.
Moved by Councillor Osner and seconded by Councillor Rollman that Council adjourn to sit as Committee of the Whole. Mayor Foxton?
Yes.
Councillor Rollman?
Yes.
Councillor Osner?
Yes.
Councillor McCreary?
Yes.
Councillor Gillespie?
Yes.
Yeah, that carries.
Thank you. And next, the finance function. Is there anyone who wishes to speak on any of the matters?
Sorry, any counselors or anyone watching?
There's no one in the public. There's no one. Is there anyone here to speak, Ms. Page? No. So councilors.
Mayor Foxton.
Councillor Osner and then Councillor Gillespie.
Sorry, I left it. I just have a quick question about FIN 04-2021, which is the report amendment to the fees and charges bylaw. 4.2.
4.2. And Councillor Gillespie? Are you on mute, Pam?
Sorry. Yeah. 4.3. I just wanted to make a correction to that. I believe the council remuneration.
Now, actually, there's a correction for mine as well. No other ones? Then do we want to do a motion to cover all but those two, Ms. Sage?
Yes, we can do the approved as presented for the remaining ones.
Okay.
So that is, so moved by Councillor McCreary and seconded by Councillor Osner that the Committee of the Whole recommend the following items be approved as presented as outlined in the staff reports listed in the finance function area. As presented, items 4.1, 4.4, 4.5, 4.6, and 4.7 as presented. I covered them all. Mayor Foxton, your vote?
Yes.
Councillor Rollman?
Yes.
Councillor Osner?
Yes.
Councillor McCreary?
Yes.
And Councillor Gillespie?
Yes.
Okay, that carries.
Thank you. And now Councillor Osner, fees and charges bylaw.
I just had a very quick question when I look through this. I'm a little confused. Are the rates going up for the ball diamonds and soccer pitches? Or is it just split? It just defines how the fee is split.
CEO McNeely?
I can speak to it if you'd like.
Go ahead, Ms. Darrell.
Sorry, the numbers are, so the rate for the adult ball diamond rental field was inadvertently doubled. So it's been corrected to put it back to $35.95, which reflects as what it was last year. And the other fees that are in this, in the report, they should all have been exactly the same, and they were, for some reason, at $35.77. So there's a difference of 20 cents. So these rates are just reflecting that they are all what they should be at the exact rate of last year, which is the $35.95. There is one amendment under the soccer pitches for minor sport. It's listed in the report that it has a $5 capital reserve fee. Councillor McCreary actually brought this to my attention. It should be $12.50 for the capital reserve fee. So the fees that are in this are just reflecting exactly what they were in 2020.
Okay, so no decline, no raise in fees. They're the same. Okay, thank you.
Councillor Gillespie. 4.3, which is the remuneration.
Yes, I was not marked down as going to AMO, and I did go to AMO last.
Yes, you
whatever.
did.
So I guess I should be on there because everybody else is. So
Question on that, was that AMO in 2021?
She went
No,
to the telecom,
2020.
yes.
last September, our last,
AMO 2021 hasn't happened yet, Shelley.
I was going to say, that's August, right? And not
that's
really.
right. So it was last August. I was at the AMO conference.
Okay, we'll have to update this
Yes.
and correct it and
Yes.
bring it back for the meeting on the 22nd.
And I did not go to FCM. I double checked that today.
That's-
And so is there any others? Any questions on the grants are under this as well, Ms. Settle, or is that separate?
No, that's separate.
Okay, that's what I thought. Okay. So do we want to now pass those to Ms. Sage?
So yes, we have the motion for 4.2 and 4.3. So 4.2, moved by Councillor Rolleman and seconded by Councillor McCreary, that report number FIN-04-2021 be received, and that council add a fee to the recreation user fee Schedule A in bylaw 3206-20 for use of the ACC or NDCC area floor for the purposes of recreation sports training activities at an hourly rate in the amount of $49.59 plus a capital reserve fee in the amount of $1.74 plus HST, and that the following user rates be amended to reflect a 0% increase over 2020 user rates. A, township adult ball diamond rental fees per game or practice, 2 hours time block, be amended to $35.95 plus a $5 capital reserve fee plus HST. B, ball diamond light fee, if used, be amended to $35.95 plus a $5 capital reserve fee plus HST. C, soccer pitches tournament, minor sports, pitch per day, does not include light fee per day. All fields be amended to $35.95 plus a $5 capital reserve fee plus HST. D, Cowan soccer pitch, irrigated fields only, light fee if used, be amended to $35.95 plus a $12.50 capital reserve fee plus HST, and that staff be directed to prepare and present an amendment to the township's fees and charges bylaw following committee of the whole on March 8th, 2021. Mayor Foxton?
Yes.
Sorry, Mayor Foxton, CAO McNeely does have his hand up.
Oh, I'm sorry, CEO McNeely.
That's
No, Madam Mayor, it's for the next item. I apologize.
Thank you. I go yes.
okay. Councillor Rollman?
Yes.
Councillor Osner?
Yes.
Councillor McCreary?
Yes.
Councillor Gillespie?
yes,
Okay, that carries.
Thank you. Next, we have number 5 on the development services and functions.
So Mayor Foxton, we do have for 4.3.
Oh,
What
I
is the other-
apologize. I'm sorry. Go ahead. And CO McNeely.
So Madam Mayor, if I could, given the information that you provided related to FCM and that of Councillor Gillespie as it relates to AMO, could we defer on this matter? It'll be represented at the next meeting on March the 22nd with the amended tables.
Okay, so we will ask for a deferral and we would ask the council to vote as they wish. So if you'd like to, Councillor Rolman.
I had a question as well about the mayor's wage. I'm concerned because I didn't realize that the mayor was being paid 64,000 plus your regional pay. So I'm
No,
wondering,
that's, yeah, okay.
that's on top, right? That's on top of this. So I'm just wondering, maybe the treasurer can answer for me, but don't we have to report this under the sunshine list rules that you make over 100,000 or how does that work? I'll make sure that we're following the rules here properly.
So through you, Madam Mayor, the region of Waterloo will report on the wages that are paid to any of the regional councillors, including our mayor. So the $59,000, that is the wages that's reported, is on a separate report from what is on this one. So this and the sunshine list is it occurs from one employer. So because these are different employers, it wouldn't show up on a sunshine. Okay.
So call the question, please, Ms. Sage. Well, CO McNeely, would it not be? Oh, no, we need to research the information first, correct? Okay, so then we do need a deferral. Go ahead, Ms. Sage.
Certainly. So moved by Councillor Ossner and seconded by Councillor Rolman, that report FIN 05-2021, 2020 council remuneration and expenses be received and filed. Mayor Foxton, your vote for that?
Defer.
Councillor Rolman?
You said just received, right?
That it be received and filed.
So are we, I'm confused now. We're voting to receive it or we're voting to defer it?
Well, if we receive it and file, then we're saying it's corrected, it can be filed away, and that's fine. But we're saying there's discrepancies, so that's why we're deferring. So I voted to defer, to correct the discrepancies.
I don't know. I'm going to vote no.
Councillor Ossner?
No, and defer.
Councillor McCreary?
Defer.
Councillor Gillespie?
Defer.
All right, the item is deferred.
Thank you. Okay, so now we have the development services functional area, and councilors, any questions, comments? Councillor Ossner.
Yes, I just have a quick question about report 5.1,
Go ahead.
the request to waive the CHIA.
Yep. Go ahead. That's the only report there is on this, right?
Right.
Okay.
So I'm okay with the rest of them, but I just want a question about that one. You want me to go ahead or?
Yes, please.
I just wanted, I was curious as to why the Heritage Committee had decided that a CHIA was not necessary for this property.
Councillor, sorry, CO McNeely.
Thank you, Madam Mayor, through to Councillor Ossner. The CHIA would typically provide background history and context for the property and why it is a building of significant cultural interest or heritage attributes. The committee, based on their knowledge of the property and the research that have been done by others over the years, the committee felt that there was sufficient information to inform why the former Queen's Hotel is of a building of cultural and heritage, cultural significance and heritage attributes. And so they did not believe that it would provide any new meaningful information that would assist in the consideration of the proposed stacked townhouse units. The committee does believe that there are merits in ensuring that the future massing, orientation, mix of materials, and the like associated with the proposed building are complementary and sympathetic to the Queen's Hotel. And those elements can be addressed through the current site plan process.
Councillor Rossner.
Okay, so then since the report was done on the property before, will that report be pulled and attached to the application when it comes through? Or I'm just thinking about the reference of, any member of the public that may be looking at the report and wondering where that information is. So since you said the information's already been done, will that information be attached to this file so that anyone that's looking for it doesn't have to go through the archives to try and find where the CHIA was done?
So Madam Mayor, maybe I should clarify. There has not been a CHIA done. There has been historical research done on the property. Okay. And it was based on that historic information that the committee felt that there was no new information that would be warranted or gained through the completion of a CHIA. Okay,
that's great. So then when this application comes through, you said they will work, the Heritage Committee will be working with them to ensure that any buildings that may be put up there fit in properly.
So, Madam Mayor, just to follow up with Councillor Oster, yes, the committee has already provided some initial comments to the owner and the agent for the owner, and that process continues. But certainly, that initial round of comments have been provided to the owner and their representative.
Thank you.
Okay. Ms. Sage, are we reading 5 motion or 5.1? Are they two separate motions? 5 and 5.1?
The first motion was to do if it was not pulled for discussion.
Councilor McCreary, please.
Oh.
Councilor McCreary, go ahead.
I have a comment to make about this. I agree with waiving the CHIA. I just wanted to say that I like the looks of this development so far. I think it's a good use of that vacant land, and it would be nice to see more people living in downtown Ayr. So I'm for it.
Okay, but the motion tonight is in regards to the CHIA. So we're getting back on subject, Ms. Sage. Are they two separate motions?
No, so the first motion, Mayor Foxton, was to approve as presented, had it not been pulled for discussion, and the second one is for discussion purposes, so we can proceed with the second motion.
Okay, go ahead.
So moved by Councillor McCreary and seconded by Councillor Ossner that PD report number 11-2021 be received, and that the requirements for the owner to complete a cultural heritage impact assessment CHIA for the proposed stacked townhouse proposal file SP-03-20 at 99 Stanley Street be waived. Mayor Foxton, your vote for that?
Yes.
Councillor Rolliman?
Yes.
Councillor Ossner?
Yes.
Councillor McCreary?
Yes.
Councillor Gillespie?
Yes.
Okay, that carries.
Thank you. And next we are on to community services functions in 6.1, which is the terms of reference for the Ayr Bicentennial Anniversary Programming Committee. Comments, questions, Councillor Denny? Councillor Ossner.
Yes. Councillor Rolliman and myself brought up the question of that we thought that we might not want a member of council as the chair of this committee. But I believe, I read this a few days ago.
Correct, Councillor Ossner. It does say a member of council shall chair the meeting, and I also thought the same thing. CEO Neely? Sometimes it's hard to get off mute.
The incorrect terms of reference are attached. The tracked changes don't form part of the circulated agenda. So Councillor Ossner is quite correct. The track changes did identify that the membership would select their chair and vice chair. So, Madam Mayor, if it pleases the committee, could we please defer this item? And it'll appear at the meeting at the end of the month so that council has a consolidated amended terms of reference.
CEO McNeely, will a member of council still sit on the committee?
Yes.
Okay, just wanted to clarify that. Thank you. Then okay. So if you want to, Ms. Sage, read that, and then we will do should council wish to defer?
Certainly. So moved by Councillor Gillespie and seconded by Councillor Ossner that CAO report number 03-2021 be received, and that the terms of reference dated February 9th, 2021 be received for the purposes of information, and that the terms of reference for the proposed Air Bicentennial Anniversary Programming Committee be returned for further discussion at the March 9th, 2021 Council Committee of the Whole meeting. Sorry, Mayor Foxton?
Defer.
Councillor Rollman?
Defer.
Councillor Ossner?
Defer.
Councillor McCreary?
Defer.
Councillor Gillespie?
Defer.
Okay, the item's deferred.
Thank you. Next, we have under Governments and Protective Services, the report. Is there anybody who has anything to, there's two reports. One is the Freedom of Information one, and the other is the waiving of the backyard weddings. Any questions or comments on either one of those? Seeing none, let's go ahead, Ms. Sage.
Moved by Councillor Ossner and seconded by Councillor Gillespie that the Committee of the Whole recommend the following items be approved as presented as outlined in the staff reports listed in the Governance and Protective Services function area. 7.1, report number CLK-04-2021, draft resolution for Council's consideration, Municipal Freedom of Information and Protection of Privacy Act request for reform review, as presented in the staff report, and item 7.2, report number bylaw-02-2021, noise bylaw exemption request for a backyard wedding located at 3 Queen Street, Brampton, as presented in the staff report. Mayor Foxton, your vote for that?
Yes.
Councillor Rollman?
Yes.
Councillor Ossner?
Yes.
Councillor McCreary?
Yes.
Councillor Gillespie?
Yes.
Okay, that carries.
Thank you. And I believe we're going to adjourn Committee of the Whole now, please.
Moved by Councillor Ossner and seconded by Councillor Gillespie that Committee of the Whole is hereby adjourned and the council meeting be called back to order. Mayor Foxton, your vote for that?
Yes.
Councillor Rollman?
Yes.
Councillor Ossner?
Yes.
Councillor McCreary?
Yes.
Councillor Gillespie?
Yes.
Yeah, that carries.
Thank you. Now, next, we're going to come back and do adoption of the resolutions, but the first one, I believe, was, did we clarify the fees and charges bylaw one? So that's okay?
Yes, it's been corrected in the resolution.
Okay, and not in this one, so I'll leave that for you to, you do not have to read it all. Oh, actually, it has been corrected in here.
Yes, I corrected it, yep.
All right, so you can just, as presented, state it as presented.
Yes, certainly. Moved by Councillor Ossner and seconded by Councillor McCreary that council adopt the following recommendation as adopted and presented by Committee of the Whole dated March 8th, 2021. That's report FIN-04-2021, amendment to the fees and charges bylaw, and as presented. Mayor Foxton, your vote?
Yes.
Councillor Rollman?
Yes.
Councillor Ossner?
Yes.
Councillor McCreary?
Yes.
Councillor Gillespie?
Yes.
Thank
Okay, that
you.
carries.
And next we have the bylaw to amend the bylaw of fees and charges.
Moved by Councillor Ossner and seconded by Councillor McCreary that the following bylaws be taken as read a first and second time. bylaw number 3232-21 being a bylaw to amend bylaw 3206-20 fees and charges. Mayor Foxton, your vote?
Yes.
Councillor Rollman,
Yes.
Councillor Ossner,
Yes.
Councillor McCreary,
Yes.
Councillor Gillespie?
Yes.
And that carries.
Thank you. And the third reading of the bylaw.
Moved by Councillor Ossner, seconded by Councillor McCreary, that the following bylaws be taken as read a third time and finally passed. Bylaw number 3232-21 being a bylaw to amend bylaw 3206-20 fees and charges. Mayor Foxton,
Yes.
Councillor Rollman,
Yes.
Councillor Ossner,
Yes.
Councillor McCreary,
Yes.
Councillor Gillespie.
Yes.
That carries.
Thank you. And now we will do the motion to move into close.
Moved by Councillor Rollman and seconded by Councillor McCreary that council move into a closed meeting session at 6:25 p.m. under the Municipal Act, Section 239, subsection 2, subsection B, to discuss 1, report CAO-06-2021, personal matters about an identifiable individual, including municipal or local board employees. Municipal Act, Section 239, subsection 2, subsection B. Mayor Foxton, your vote?
Yes.
Councillor Rollman,
Yes.
Councillor Ossner,
Yes.
Councillor McCreary,
Yes.
Councillor Gillespie.
Yes.
That carries.
Thank you.